Chris Wood here, August 25th, 2022. Just wanted to do a quick update to let everybody know, and to let O.p.p know, and to let William Aldridge know, and Blair Hardy, and Tyler Lake, and Javen Alstein, O.p.p Spencer Mills, O.p.p Staff Sergeant, plural, ex-chief, Shannon Cork, Robert Kane, Robert Lucas, Shelley Hafner, and Stacy, a mental health worker. Dr. Tatiana V, her girlfriend, Stacy's girlfriend, medical file falsifier, medical blacklister, the one that assures that her girlfriend and O.p.p get away with their crimes that they are committing and that they are covered up on their victims. She is the one that assures those crimes by having those victims medically blacklisted and discriminated against. And all it takes is one little lie from Stacy and one little lie from O.p.p Spencer Mills. They are human traffickers. O.p.p Spencer Mills is a possible serial killer. His boyfriend, boss, lover, co-offender, drug trafficker, human sex trade, slavery trafficker, pedophile, a wanted inmate that O.p.p are harboring that lives at 149 Center Street North, who they will not touch, who they will not arrest because he owns them. He is the one that gives the orders to O.p.p in Napanee. I've been trying for 3 years. Will not do any good. Anyway, I just went to the doctor, so I just proved my point about the medical industry. When I was sodomized by Staff Sergeant Waldridge, I reported it to doctors here in Napanee. One doctor laughed in my face. Dr. Barton laughed in my face over it because I'm a man and because it was, And then another, Dr. Pritchard, I reported to him to try to get help, and he in turn tried to have me committed because of happening to me, and by whom? Because I'm a man and because it was done by the police and their boss. They tried to have me committed, and I have it in writing to prove my words. 3 years of lies, time buying, cover-ups, arrest refusals, except for on your victims. I am the victim of identity theft, I am the victim of human trafficking, and I am the victim of attempted murder. And how it is being done is through what is called remote neuromonitoring. It is tech that is used and have been in use by military and the police since the 60s. And not a lot of people know about it. It is an implant. And what it does, it basically fucks a person's nervous system, but at the same time, it also enables them to be basic invasive spies on people. They're human trafficking victims, so they can watch everything. They hear everything I hear. They see everything I see. They know that I am doing this video right now, as a matter of fact, because of it. All feeling in my body on my right side is completely gone. I feel nothing. I feel empty. The right side of my body feels empty. I went to the doctor today and proved my point anyway. And I had told her what was going on, and as soon as I mentioned police, and as soon as I mentioned other doctors, this woman in Kingston proceeded to act like I was crazy because I mentioned cops and doctors committing crimes. Her first words were automatically, "You have any psychological history, hear voices and all this other stuff, or do you think that the world is coming after you? Are you paranoid? Do you think that, they're trying to get me to think that, everybody is out to get me?" And that is not the case. That is not what I think in any way, shape, or form. I do not think that the world is out to get me. I know who is out to get me. But do I think because somebody is walking behind me that they are following me? Absolutely fucking not. I am not that delusional or paranoid, and I am not gonna have that shit put into my head or have my fucking words mixed around so doctors can protect other doctors and cops for their crimes. And this happens to be a private doctor. So it just goes to show you what the medical industry is all about nowadays. They do not care about you. They only care about getting their money, and they care about helping commit suicide to their victims. That is the only thing that the doctors care about nowadays, their money and how much death that they can commit and get away with it. 100%. I've been proving it for 3 fucking years. Injured, tortured, brain split, my body split. I am being fucking mutilated. I am not being taken serious, which benefits Stacy, which benefits O.p.p. 3 years ago and through this time bought of being numbed down to be dumbed down in hopes that I forget about this. So it's almost at that point. I have William Aldridge's prisoner tracking on me. I have the remote neuro monitoring use on me 24/7, so I read as him, so there will be a mistake in identity when the time comes, and it will happen. They also have my blood, my piss, my pictures, my prints, my signature for forgeries, framings, and frauds, and it is not above or below O.p.p, the ones named. They are too corrupt. As a matter of fact, if anybody has had any dealings with these cops, I would fight it just on that. They are guilty of domestic terrorism. They are guilty of selling children to pedophiles. They are guilty of selling adults to sex offenders. And they're using their badges and positions and credentials as a means to do it, to be unsuspecting. They're labeling their victims as criminals and whatever else to get away with it, so their crimes that they are committing on their victims will not be, thought of as being a crime, and that is what they hope for here in Napanee. No lawyers will touch O.p.p, no lawyers will touch any doctors here because they know how dangerous they are. They know how dangerous they are. They know that their families might end up getting killed, or if they have children, that they might end up being sold. This is the O.p.p you think you know, and this is no joke. I am not doing this. This has nothing to do with any hate towards police in any way, shape, or form. This has to do with them being criminals and using their badges and positions and everything else as a means to get away with it, along with the doctors. But anyway, I feel sorry for any child that has possibly been injured or assaulted sexually or physically in any way, shape, or form, and to go to a hospital or a doctor and report it. I can just imagine the laughs that they get, that the poor kids probably are getting laughed in their face. They're probably getting even more traumatized because of the doctors and their actions and how they treat people over sex assaults, because it has to do with police and it has to do with other doctors committing crimes. So, once you start talking about that, you are automatically considered to have mental problems, 100%. There has been lies cast against me, which Stacy needs to prove, stating that I have a long history, a psychological history, that I've been in and out of mental institutions my whole life. I have never been in one of those places in any way, shape, or form in any time in my life. That is 100% bullshit lie, and she needs to prove it. There's been lies against me stating I have a long criminal history, 100% bullshit lie. I do not have any criminal history or record. And there's been other lies against me about drugs, being suicidal, being self-harmer, and a lot of other shit that is untrue that needs to be proven by the ones that cast these lies. But because it's O.p.p, because it's the doctors, because of the crimes that they are committing, and they are using their positions to fuck people over, this is how they are getting away with it. And in the process, I'm the end of my bloodline. I am being mentally fucked up William Wooldridge and Blair Hardy are guilty of stalking my mother and murdering her on Spencer Mills and Stacy's orders because he was told that we were switched at birth. He is 70 years old. I am 50, and the fucking goof actually believes it. They're all untouchable. They're all unarrestable. The human traffickers, the drug traffickers, the pedophiles are the police. Spencer Mills 14716. Staff Sergeants, Ex-Chief, Shannon Cork, Robert Kane, Robert Lucas, Stacy, and Shelley Hafner, Dr. Tatiana V, Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Waldron, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Barton, Dr. McGregor, Dr. Ambimbola, Dr. Sue, Dr. Fardell, Triage Nurse Terry, Triage Nurse Tanya, Triage Nurse David, and Paladin Security. These are the human traffickers, and these are the ones that are covering crimes for the police while co-committing for them and with them. I better wrap this up. I just want to say congratulations, Wooldridge, you did this. Times bought. You completely and mentally fucked me. You're using R&M to broadcast through me because you think you're me. I was sold by O.p.p to their boss, William Wooldridge, the one doing this to me. And I will not be proven wrong because he's untouchable, unarrestable. He owns O.p.p. Nobody goes against the Wooldridge or Hardy in this town. O.p.p will shoot you. Next time you want anybody fucking murdered, Spencer Mills, grab some fucking balls and do it yourself, you coward. Instead of using your boys in your tech to mentally fuck people up and destroy and injure and torture to kill, you psychotic serial killing motherfucker.